Hey everyone, Amtrak and CSX from here. I think we got the late Amtrak 48. Right now, it had to get rescued early this morning. That's why it's 2 hours, almost 3 hours and a half hour late, because it had to get rescued early this morning. At one of its stops, like at early this morning when it was still at like Kentucky or Bryan or somewhere around there. It had to get rescued because I guess the Amtrak engine was struggling to get out and they couldn't get out, so they had to call a freight unit to the rescue. This is probably it. And it also had to stop a little bit before, like, had to stop for something, for some other stuff too. Like before, a little bit before Erie, and a little bit before, and it had a trouble at Buffalo too, because I heard it wasn't, it had trouble with its engine consist too, in the, behind the units too, for some reason. Yeah, but pretty awesome to see a freight unit, because I know freight units can rescue trains too, even though sometimes Amtrak always wants to have Amtrak engines rescue Amtrak trains, but sometimes they can't get regular Amtrak engines. They have to call a freight unit instead. But it's good that they can call, that they were able to call that they tried to call a freight unit. A freight unit was available. That's good. Awesome to see. And I heard during the Buffalo problem, when they were having trouble with the consist itself behind all these three engines, they had, it was taking a while, was one of the train cars had something wrong, I guess, and then, and it took a little while for them to get out of Depew, Buffalo. And after they got out of Depew, Buffalo, they gave everyone, these poor passengers, a snack to say sorry from whatever they had to fix else. And I heard a few nights ago, 101 here, that was the unit that probably was in trouble, that was struggling to get out of Bryan or somewhere around there. I heard it was reading 49 a couple nights ago, and it was fine. But now it's not fine, because something happened to it. Something happened to it when it was trying to get out of Bryan or Kentucky at one of those stops. Thought those guys were new crewmen, but they're just passengers. Some passengers are just getting out for a fresh air break before it's highball time as well. Here comes the new crew member, probably.
How you doing?
Good. Have a good trip. And I can say I heard all about this crew member. I heard I heard all about this crew member. I mean, from one of my subscriptions. He doesn't, and I heard he even follows that subscription, but he doesn't follow me, and he doesn't know who I am. But I heard all about this crew member though, and who follows one of my other subscriptions already, but doesn't follow me yet, because he doesn't know who I am much yet. But hopefully someday he'll subscribe if he wants to get to know me too. And I heard he likes to collect model trains as well. Sure, he's gonna have to learn the controls of this train here, because that's why Amtraks don't like to call freight units much, because Amtrak engineers do not know how to drive freight trains much, because freight engines, the controls are different than an Amtrak engine, because the horn is different and some of the controls are the same, they're just in different spots. So it's a different control panel than the Amtrak engine. The freight engine has a different type of control panel than the Amtrak engines do. That's why it takes time for these engineers, Amtrak engineers, to learn how to drive these freight units sometimes. And then the horn is different too. To blow the horn, they have to use a lever or a lever. It's not like a button like an Amtrak engine. An Amtrak horn, you can push a button, but a freight horn, you have to pull a lever or a lever to blow the horn. And I heard a little bit, it takes them a while to do a brake test with a freight engine too than an Amtrak engine, because they have to learn how to use the brakes. Yup. And it was raining hard a little bit this morning too, near where they were this morning, but it broke down and stuff. That's why another reason why it took a while to get the rescue unit and all, and to take time to get up there too because of the weather as well, up towards where they were this morning. And then when they reach Albany later tonight, they'll probably take the freight unit off, of course, probably, and not let it go to like Boston or on 448 when they split the train and stuff. So they might take the freight unit off, unless they want to keep it on.
Hey, Dominic.
Hi.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
You want to go down by the engine to get the videos?
Okay.
Down.
Yeah, I done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the freight unit.
See if I get Dave's attention. Hey, can you give us a wave? That's my friend Dominic. Hey, Dominic.
Hi!
Dominic's a regular at Follow the Road.
All right,
He's got his own YouTube channel and everything.
all right, awesome.
Yup, I heard all about you. You must be the New York State Rail fans' buddy Dave.
Yes, I am.
David Mangle.
Dave McGill, that's me. It was nice
Yup.
to meet you.
Yup. I heard you follow the New York State Rail fan.
Yes, I do.
I follow him too,
Okay.
and you're welcome to follow me. To subscribe to me soon if you want to.
I would love to.
I'll send you a link
Yeah,
to
do
his
that.
YouTube.
I got to log everything in manually.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Like that.
Take a quick up. Take a walk up there and get a view of the front of it.
Sure. He's rubbing up real soon.
Hey, Chris. When it makes me put in the loaded cart now, that's just for the cars only, not the engines, right? Okay. It's the first time I've had to do a manual.
Hey. Yeah, Dominic. We can't stay until he leaves, but I figure you just can come up and get a little bit.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have to stand back.
Are you videotaping now?
A little bit, yeah. Told they've been having trouble with this unit today because it takes time for you Amtrak guys to learn how to drive a freight unit.
Well, no, he knows that. He's an old freight guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the train control system, we're having a problem logging into it.
Oh, that's why.
But they figured it out now. Now it just he has to do it all manually this time.
Yep. I think it broke down this morning near, I think the Amtrak had trouble near Bryan or Kentucky.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, maybe. Until they had to call this unit.
What do you think of this engine?
Good. Sometimes Amtraks don't want to have this engine because sometimes they want to call Amtrak engines to help sometimes too. But
Yep.
that's good. They sometimes can call flight units that CSX can send them.
Yeah, just gotta go a little slower today.
Yep.
But let's go back by your mom, okay?
Okay.